Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso here at S3, and I can only say this way. Formula One 75th anniversary season kicked off with a spectacular start with F175. That's what it feels like sometimes, but of course it was live at the O2, which is quite an unprecedented type of moment. It was wonderful. All 10 teams and 20 drivers unveiled their 2025 liveries alongside musical performances, celebrity guests, and special moments celebrating F1's rich history. You could tell that the sport is going places, it's evolving, and Delucia Daniels is here to unpack radio personality, F1 enthusiast. I think it's important for us to just find out a bit more as to why this live event was the way to set a tone for a brand new F1 75. Welcome, first and foremost.
Hello, it's good to be back.
All right, so this is unique. It really is.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Formula One has never been sort of associated with this type of launch event. So why was this so significant for F1 75?
I think if you look at how Formula One has grown in the last 6 years, it's very much become a show. And the fact that they've been able to intersect the sporting world and the entertainment world, they've done it so well. We've seen it with the Super Bowl before. There's a reason why the halftime Super Bowl performance is always so good.
Yeah.
Formula One, in its 75th year, has really kind of elevated that. And I feel like this was very much a testament to the work that they've done in the last couple of years. When you have something at the O2 where you've had One Direction perform, you've had Robbie Williams, you've had so many great artists be there, to have Formula One on that stage with so many incredible people there, Gordon Ramsay was in the audience, Idris Elba, it kind of signifies that Formula One is more than just a sporting spectacle. It's become part of our entertainment industry now, and it cannot be undermined. And we have to recognize that Formula One is essentially entertainment now.
It's very intriguing. So what you are saying is, do you think this is innovation rather than catching up with other sporting codes who have that celebrity and stadium impact? Because, I mean, I'm seeing that from all sorts of sports. But I wondered when I saw this type of thing, you know, F1 is growing, massive fan base. I just felt like this entire event itself, it showed me that the sport is growing. And as you said, I see all these celebs in the pits.
Yeah.
But now we're seeing them in a very sparkly type of Super Bowl way, which is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
In terms of the reveals, you know, these are very, very cool, the way the reveals came out. I do need to chat about how some of those reveals may have stood out to you, because I think every team, you know, they wanted to make sure there was a bit of punch. But which one for you would be the big one?
I think the one that I appreciated the most in terms of it being very organic and something that I felt was different to what they normally did was the Racing Bulls. The white and the yellow and the red with the Red Bull logo on it was very innovative. I thought they did the most things that were different compared to last season. And I think we've been waiting to see a white Red Bull come out since 2021 at the Turkish Grand Prix. So it's been quite nice to see Racing Bulls kind of embracing that. They've been my favorite. But I think performance-wise, I mean, you've got 7 minutes to do your reveal. I thought Red Bull's car culture was actually really beautiful, the way they did that. And then, of course, Aston Martin and James Bond, those two really just go hand in hand.
That made a lot of sense. I can tell that as well. But I know with Red Bull, I mean, they've been doing so many cool things, bringing F1s to the streets of cities in South Africa. So that organic vibe I really got from it. But I think what always would have stolen the show, and I think we were kind of anticipating that, is seeing Lewis Hamilton in new colours. And I just wanted to kind of touch on that for a second. I mean, what was it like? Do you think that was the reception, despite whatever happened in testing with regard to anything over there? We'll push that aside for a second, but what was it like to see Lewis Hamilton in new colours?
I think anyone who's a Formula One fan and has been following it for the last couple of years will notice that this is the first time Lewis Hamilton has been seen happy for as long as he has. There's fire in his eyes. You can tell by the crowd that they've got his full support. And Fred and him go way back to when they did GP2, which is now Formula 2. They've got a fantastic relationship. And just to see the crowd embracing, we knew it was coming. He looked phenomenal. That scarlet red suits him so well. Toto was happy to see him. And I think that going into the season as well, what happened on stage with the crowd just going absolutely AWOL, I think that they are going to enjoy him in the testing coming up this week. All
right, there we go. And now Aston, I mean, obviously that's a Bond thing. That was pretty cute, right?
Yeah, I enjoyed that because I feel like we all know that Aston Martin and James Bond are very synonymous with one another. It's been like that since like the 60s. So it's quite nice to see that they've stuck to their heritage. They are a classy brand. They always have been. There's luxury associated to it. And I love the fact that Lance Stroll and Fernando Alonso were the only team to come from a different section of the stadium. They've really made the most of their reveal, which I appreciated. And they've stuck to the beautiful emerald green this year as well.
Very, very cool. But now let's look ahead for the season. We've got a reveal of this impact.
Yeah.
What other things are you expecting to see when it comes to race days and also the season? season itself? Like, are we looking at the actual race days and the testing?
Yeah.
Are they going to put more entertainment into that too? Was this kind of a scene setter? Because I think that's some of the reason as to why. I know people love the good old tradition of watching Formula One, but I'm interested to know, like, do you think they're going to add more entertainment to these races and for broadcast?
I don't doubt that they will. They'd be foolish not to.
Yes.
They've been doing that for the last couple of years, so if you stop doing that, I feel like you're going to go backwards.
Yeah.
You've still got a whole year to celebrate 75 years with so many incredible races coming up. We're turning to some tracks. We're back down under in just a few weeks' time.
Great.
And I feel like starting in Australia is very testament to their tradition of Formula One, but also I do still think it's going to be about the fans. It's going to be about bringing them more entertainment than they normally would see. We've had the star-studded celebrities all over the paddocks, and we've seen them perform live. And I think that the drivers, they've put themselves in an arena where you are a celebrity.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just Lewis Hamilton anymore. It's Charles Leclerc, it's Carlos Sainz. We see this impact also with sponsors. So when there's so much pressure on them, if the Formula One team does not bring out the entertainment, you're going to lack so much more.
Yep.
Because fans are there. You know, we've got short attention spans these days.
Yes.
Everything is instant. So we want to see more. We want to see what they can do. I don't doubt testing in the week in Bahrain will be fantastic. We'll see all 20 drivers on track in their new cars. But I also think that going into the race season, it should be very competitive based on the end of last year.
Yeah.
But I also think it's going to be really fun for the fans.
And a quick one on Lewis in the first season in new colours. Do you think Lewis is going to deliver in that vehicle? Do you think he's got the backing that's going to lead him to success?
Based on what he's saying and based on how I can see the team is supporting him and the fire in his eyes, absolutely. I don't doubt it. I think that Lewis Hamilton should be up for his 8th title if everything goes well. So I'll be curious to see how that goes, even as a McLaren fan.
Oh, okay. Sorry, there she said it. McLaren fan over here, but I think it's going to be fantastic with a reveal like that. F175 is going to be one of the most epic seasons we've ever seen in its history. So we look forward to that. And of course, you're welcome back anytime to unpack, eh? All the races.
I'll
Love
stay
it.
here.
Please, just stay here. Dulusha Daniels is here. And I think just to get us warmed up for any good season, whether it be the weekend, F175, we've got the perfect fit people to show you exactly how in a ladder challenge that's coming your way right now.